Hi, I'm Hannah Muller, and this is my strengthening and conditioning program for swimming. So, before the start of my program, I spoke to my athlete about what their main goals were for swimming, and they told me that they wanted to improve their times for their breaststroke, backstroke, and freestyle. And they also wanted to prepare for this swim season this spring because they're out of practice and they haven't swam since their last season. So, the main goals for this program was speed and season preparation. So my athlete was Jade Burrows. Jade is a 16-year-old junior at SDHS, and she lives a very athletic lifestyle. She does swim, golf, ski, and normally she'll go on runs or hikes at least twice a week. I started my program by recording her times for her breaststroke, backstroke, and freestyle. Her breaststroke it's one of her hardest strokes, and she had 1:16:43. Backstroke was 59:81 and her freestyle was 48:84. I also recorded her max number of push-ups, squats, and the time for her plank. She could do 15 push-ups, 70 squats, and she could hold a plank for 2 minutes. The main muscle groups used for swimming are the abdominals, the quadriceps, the pecs, hamstrings, glutes, deltoids, and the lats. So here are the abdominal muscles, and then the quads right here on the top of the thigh, the pecs on the chest, hamstrings on the back of the thigh, and then the glutes right here, and the lats on the back. So my program involved a dynamic warm up, dry land workouts, and pool workouts. We did dry land on Monday and Thursday, and the pool was on Tuesday and Friday. So for the dynamic warm up, I had her do 2 sets of 1 through 5. And then when she finished all of that, I had her end with stretching. So she would do arm circles, arm swings, butt kickers, leg swings, and floor angels with her knees bent. And then after that, she would either do her dry land or her pool workout. So for dry land, there are flutter kicks, which um, works the lower rectus abdominal muscles and the hip flexors, and it mimics a swim kick. And then push ups, which are for the triceps and pecs, and burpees that do glutes, quads, core, calf, shoulders, chest, and triceps. Then there's a jumping lunge, leg lift, and Superman swimmers. So, jumping lunge works the quads, hamstrings, glutes, hip flexors, and calves. Leg lifts is the abdominal muscles, obliques, and hip flexors. And Superman swimmers is the pecs, rotator cuff muscles, and the biceps. Then there's squats, mountain climbers, and plank. Squats are for the glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings, hip flexors, and calves. Mountain climbers are for shoulders, hamstrings, core, triceps, quads. And then plank is for the abdominal muscles. And then for the pool workouts, I had her do 4 different drills. So she would do the fingertip drag drill, where when she would swim and she would bring her arms over her head, she would keep her fingertips against the water and not take her arm all the way out of the water. And this helps with proper arm position during the recovery phase of the stroke. And then the tennis ball drill, this would where she would swim with her arms in a fist and she would improve her forearm strength for her stroke. Then there's the catch up drill, which helps with timing of the breath, good rotation, and a steady kick. Then the catch up drill, she would keep her arms as close to her body as she could when she would bring them up over her head. And then the Tarzan drill is for core control, and this she had to keep her head out of the water and looking straight ahead the entire time. And then I also had her do kickboard for each of the strokes. This just helps with strengthening her legs and her core. So she would do kickboard for breaststroke, backstroke, and freestyle. At the end of the program, her breaststroke time went from 1:16:43 to 1:12:59. Her breast backstroke went from 59:81 to 55:03, and her freestyle went from 48.84 to 43.89. So there was big improvements for each of these, even though they're only a few seconds. That's pretty big for swimming. And then her push-ups, squats, and plank, her push-ups went from 15 to 18, squats went from 70 to 95, and plank went from 2 minutes to 2 minutes 15 seconds. So overall, my athlete improved their speed. They feel more prepared for the upcoming season. They learned more drills that she can and will use in the future, and she can share this information with her teammates to help them improve as well. So overall, I think that this program was successful and my athlete would like to continue using this program in the future. So thank you very much. And that's my presentation on strengthening and conditioning for swim.